Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm here to do the monthly reading for March 2019, the sign of Scorpio. Let's see what we can do here. What kind of damage can we cause? For those that are new, this is a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy. Your second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is hearth, home, and intimate love. Fourth card, challenges, should there be any. And the fifth card is the final card. That is your message that comes from Spirit. This is for Scorpio. Sun, rising, and moon. These are general readings as well. They may or may not resonate with you. If you want it to resonate, you need to have a private reading, a personal reading just for you. All the readings this month for March I'm doing with the intention behind you, sending out some good energy and help and aid for a very special whale that's been in captivity for 48 years. There was 100 of them all stolen at once, and she's the only one left. Her name is Tokate. I can't remember where she's at. If you Google Tokate, it's just the way it sounds. Orca whale, captivity 48 years. They actually have, there's this huge body of water, and the natives, the indigenous people of the area, that feel that she is one of them. They feel she is one of them. And they've made this huge body of water. And there's, if you were to measure it land-wise, there's 100 acres of lake and water. 100 acres that have other little inlets that come into them like this. They found her pod. Interesting story. And of course, they know how to do that now. They can track down pods and stuff for certain, they can reunite. And that's what they're trying to do. Because they know that once they get her into that water and her family goes by, while they're migrating, they're going to find each other. Problem is, the place that she's at, she's in a holding tank, which is 100 times too small for her. And it's got chlorinated water as well. And she does treks for treats. But to see Tokate get taken home, where she belongs. Alright, I'm going to cut the deck right after this. Scorpio. Okay. Lilith, as this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of March in this year of 2019. The top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for Scorpio for March. Oh, they're not? I have to do it over? Well, for heaven's sakes. Okie dokie then. Gotta do it over. Good heavens. I think this is going to be my last reading tonight. I've got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius still left to go. Probably going to have to wait till tomorrow. I'm getting too tired. I've been at this all day. All day long. Since this morning. I'll dedicate tomorrow morning, get the last 3 off, and then I can go back to doing the personal readings. So those of you that are waiting, there's only a couple more waiting. I'm finally getting caught up. It's going to get busy again, though. And all come at the same time. You get like 20 requests all within a day, 2 days. Just, yeah. The readings have been very full, very busy, very accurate. I'm probably seeing things that maybe I'm not supposed to see. I can't help it. They show me. What can I say? What can I say? I'm going to cut this deck right here again. Right here. Okay. And we'll try one more time. We're still trying here, Lilith, are the top 5 cards of the meant for this general public reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of March 2019 of this year. The top 5 cards that are meant for their spread. That's better. There she goes. Yep, she likes that. Okay, good enough. You may rest. Okay. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay, your very first card, your overall energy, Scorpio. Oh my God, you know what? I don't do pop-outs, right? The last one that flipped was this one. It was meant to come up. Boy, oh boy, when tarot speaks and spirit speaks, they speak. You got La Lune, the moon, illusion, illusion. Oh, nice. Your wealth and your finance placement. You got the world, regeneration. This is my Midas touch card. That's what I call it. Everything you touch turns to gold. Third card, number 3, we're looking at here is your hearth, your home, your intimate love, your family. And we've got, ooh, the 9 of Swords and anxiety. Trouble brewing there somewhere. Card number 4, your challenges, should you have any. Hardly at all. Queen of the Ocean. You guys have a good reading. Last card, final word. Card number 5. The 2 of Cups. Beautiful. You guys probably have one of the best readings so far. Excuse me. So there's your spread. Anyway. There we go. Oh yes, especially on this video. Hey, Michelle? Better not forget it on this one. Michelle's a Scorpion. Sparkling cranberry is what I am burning tonight for my intuitive candle. I did put this on a chain. I was wearing it through all the readings, and then it just dropped off because I didn't put it on right. But this is the reveal that I pulled just last night from this candle that's burning the sparkling cranberry. And this is a red jasper. It's nice, I tell you, but I had it right about there. So I just didn't bother putting it back up because I was going to take it off soon anyway to get ready for Betty Buys. So these, for those of you that are new, these are 100% soy-based candles. They're not harmful like paraffin can be. They easy wipe up, clean up if you spill any of the wax, closed or hard surfaces. It's a 2-wick candle with a 40-hour clean burn. There's every scent under the rainbow you can think of, and they just introduced some brand new ones, which is really nice. Can't wait to give them a try. Sparkling cranberry reminds me of black cherry. I really, really like it a lot. Also, so when the wax melts down, like I said, you're left with what these beautiful, you'll see the tinfoil twinkling underneath all that wet wax. You just pull that out and undo it, and there's your reveal, and you'd have no idea what you're going to get. It seems to be appropriate and fits for the person. And it doesn't matter really what you get. They're all beautiful, that you do know. Because I'm here to tell you they're all beautiful. There are trees of life of every kind that you can think of. This way, I guess. I've probably got 4 or 5 of these. Right here, the trees of life. I love them. You've got caged gems as well. This is amethyst. It's very, very beautiful. It hangs very nicely. Oh, my hand's in the way. I can't. There. And pendulums, just like my red carnelian here. Lilith, I've got a lot of pendulums now. I started out with none, and now I've got so many. I might give her a break after a bit. Anyway, we're running, the owners, intuitivecandles.com are running a special right now. And they've been running it for the last couple of months. They could pull it at any time. I don't know. Not that I've talked to them about it, but it is a special. It's a promotional thing. If you use the promo code BOFF10, stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10. Use that, you'll get 10% off your order. And Intuitive Candles, they do ship internationally all around the world. So go to intuitivecandles.com and use your promotional code. All right, BOFF10. The moon, this card was meant to come up. 100%. The moon watches what it is that has your focus. It's looking at you and following your gaze and questioning what it is that you see. Why is this holding your attention? Why are you focused in on this one area? The moon's actually concerned that maybe what you are seeing is not quite clear. There's some, we'll say, optical illusions maybe going on that you need to be careful of. Some things may seem perfect. Now, some of this is, they're puns and metaphors, but some things may seem very perfect under the light of the full moon, maybe. We'll say it's full. Doing anything under the full moon where you're being kind of distracted, you don't know you're being distracted, is not good. Anything that goes down at that time, you've got to ask yourself, is it the energy of the moon that's making this happen? Is there any longevity in this agreement, this coming together, this joining? The best that Spirit can tell you is you need to listen to your own intuition combined with your instincts. Some things may not be as they seem. You need to be aware of that through the month. You've only got one set of swords in here which give you clarity, mental clarity. And it's not the best one, that's for sure. It's like the worst one out of all the swords you could get. Some of you may be getting a little stressed out. Old fears coming back to haunt you. Don't do that. What happened before is not happening now. It can't. It's not the same thing. It's not the same time. You're not reliving literally anything. But you learn lessons. Start looking at what lessons you've learned that you can apply, because a lot of lessons in life that we learn, they're interchangeable. They're multidimensional. 20 years, you can usually still use the same lessons and apply them to many different situations. And you're going to be doing that. You're going to be looking back. But old memories are resurfacing. And you're trying to work your way through an emotional block for some of you. The advice of this card is time to work out the best way forward for yourself. Your intuition holds all the answers that you're looking for, too. Pay attention to your visions and your dreams. Let yourself be led by logic when you're not sure. Because if something becomes emotional, and it shouldn't be emotional, let your logic move in and take over. That way there's nothing making you lean one way or the other. It's not emotional anymore. Look at the logical. Disconnect from the emotional. So you can make a nice, clear-cut decision and choices. Your keywords are divine timing. But there's doubt in there. You're being encouraged to persevere. There will be some sadness for somebody with this card because, again, with the illusions, you thought something was one way. Boys, when the moon went down and the sun came up and broad daylight was out there and it was high noon, harshest part of the day, it wasn't anything like you thought it was. Now that you can see, because light always banishes the dark, the shadows, the dark corners, the hidden things, everything gets banished and illuminated. You can see everything very clearly. And there'll be some sadness associated with that for somebody. It's an interesting card. It's artistically one of my favorites in this deck. You got to be on your game plan during the month of March. And it's all on you, Scorpio, to make it all happen and come together. It's all on you. It's something that somebody's alone in. They're doing something on their own, alone, but you can do it. And don't let yourself get overwhelmed by other people either. If they think that they're going to get in your face and wag your finger, what you shouldn't be doing. The next card's beautiful for you. This is falling into your finances and your wealth. We've got the World, regeneration. Anybody that's been kind of like lagging behind in their finances, things slow down maybe. Maybe you're off work for a bit. There could be a multitude of reasons that February wasn't all that great financially. But this is, I call this the Midas Touch card. I really do. This is a fantastic card. This is a card about finding success. It's a happy card. March will find you meeting a target, hitting a goal. There could be an anniversary coming up for some. Somebody may be taking a romantic trip as well. This could be very well for the anniversary people. Romantic adventures in store. New opportunities are on the horizon. You're going to be feeling like the world is your oyster. That everything is just at the tip of your fingers. Everything you touch seems to. Everything you're going to go through this spurt of all goodness. You're going to feel like it's making up for lost time as well. Things are going to pick up again. They were slow in February, but not for March. Your keywords are success, contemplation, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, overall fresh, refreshing sense of renewal. Renewal, this brand new energy coming in here. If there's 6 feet of snow on the ground, it's going to feel like this is spring, baby. It's going to give you that light feeling that spring usually does. Even if there's 6 feet of snow, it won't matter. You're going to be feeling really, really relieved and very, very good, feeling more secure. Now, on the home front, you've got the anxiety card of tarot on the home front. This is a card that robs you of sleep. This is a card that makes you, it's you don't realize it's happening, but it's like you're forcing yourself to hold everything in. You don't want to verbalize what you're thinking, what you're worried about, what you're afraid of. You're waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing comes into your mind is whatever it is that's been on your mind. This feeling, for the first second, you don't feel anything. You're just waking up. You realize I'm waking up. And then this feeling of dread washes over you. And you're worried. You're worried about your family. You're worried about, it could be health concerns within the family unit. You're worried about things that you weren't really worried about 3 months ago. And everything seems to be coming to a head all at once. This is just an initial bump. That's all. That's what I'm saying. It's your first initial bump. Don't read into it. Don't overreact to it. Treat it as it is what it is, kind of a thing. See, your glass in life is refillable. It's not half full. It's not half empty. It's always refillable. You believe that. Turn to the universe. If you're feeling shaky in your belief, put it in the hands of the universe. And just tell the universe you trust that they will do the right thing and lead you in the right direction, but it's bigger than you are. This worry that you have. One way of getting rid of it is to find somebody to talk to, someone you can vent to, someone that's just going to listen to you and to not judge you. You don't want to be judged. You don't need that crap. You just need to. Most people, when they go to a friend or they go somewhere to open up and to just vent and to, get all this weight off that's really holding them down, depressing them, scaring them. And most people, they don't want your advice. I've learned that over the years. I never give advice that way, not one-on-one. They just want to be heard. That's most of it right there. So you can find somebody to do that for you, because that kind of energy is called fear. And fearing energy, a fear-filled energy, we'll say, fear-filled energy. It's just as real and just as vibrant, just as strong and powerful and alive as all that good energy that we talk about all the time. But this is terra firma. This is planet Earth. We are physical beings here. And let me be blunt when I say, shit's always going to happen because we're here. It's a part of the learning process. It's how we react to everything. Did we do any better this time compared to the last time you went through something like this? The growth of your spirit and your patience, your belief in the universe, it slowly comes forward. The further you go, the more you encounter good or bad, negative or positive, the much deeper everything flows out in front of you. You get deeper, you get closer, you're more connected to the esoteric, to spirit, to the universe. You're empowered more. The more you go through and the older you get, that's what happens. You become much deeper, much more connected. You're still standing on your own 2 feet. You're not expecting the angels to come down and do everything for you. You still walk through because you really do want to learn the lessons there are to be learned. You really do want to be touched in special ways by other people. That comes across as well. If you don't find a way to release this, it's like any other energy. You open up, you let it all go. You know what? That fear-filled energy, it's looking for somewhere to go. And when you do that, it just goes. It dissipates. Who knows where, as long as it's not within you, taking up space in your life, right? So, you can get physical ailments from this kind of anxiety, stomach aches, headaches. Well, you're not sleeping, probably loss of appetite, because of worry. So it's time to kind of let things go. Let things go. That's all you can do. If you remain in the now and don't look ahead too far, that helps. And not only does it help you mentally wrap your head around, well, I'm just going to worry about the next couple hours here, what I have to do and get done, and focus in on that. And if you look too far ahead, you'll be overwhelmed. You have to stay in the now, put things in perspective. And the longer you can hold off at, different intervals from letting your mind slide back to all these things that are making you ill and making you worry, the longer you can put spaces between. After a while, this big, huge problem does start to shrink down because you're getting on top of it. You don't realize you're doing it, but you're slowly accepting the problems, and you're going to do something about it without question, without panic. You're going to get everything done that you need to get done. You're going to get everything done on time. This is a big growth spurt. This is a learning curve as well. This is a getting to know you a little bit better than you thought you already knew you kind of a thing. It's just, it surrounds your home life. It's your most intimate part of your life that these worries seem to be just on the outside looking in, and it kind of freaks you out a bit and it makes you worry. I always say this a lot lately, especially lately. Bad things happen, negative things happen, things we don't like happen. Here's the thing though. Good always drives out evil. Light drives out the dark. This sort of a thing. If dark things can happen, negative things can happen, there's just as much chance for the good to happen. Just as much. There's a balance there. So it can't be all dark. So don't have a negative attitude, I guess is what I'm saying. Focus on the light. Focus on the white. Focus on that power. You got your own power. You're in control of where you throw your focus. If you're throwing your focus off in the worrying, of things, that's not really, it's not beneficial. I'm not saying ignore. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm hearing is you can't focus on that 100%. You're leaving nothing else for improvement, any room for improvement, because everything's going into the worry. You've got to keep some separate so that you can create the positivity. You can create the light because you are the light. Bring the light into your own kind of a thing. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom at all. The next card, there are no challenges for you during the month of March. No real challenge. You got the Queen of the Ocean. And when this word is used in the right context, it is the best, I can't think of the right word, the best word in the human English language. And when used in the proper context, because it can happen bad too, but not with this, not with her. She's all about abundance in the best of ways. Sometimes you can have abundance of bad luck, right? But not with her. This is a very generous woman, a very caring woman. She carries her own power. She does so subtly. It's so subtle. She is full of magic. Truly is. She really is. When she shows up in your reading, she's showing a growth spurt. Now is the time to begin growing forward again. So you're getting past the worries. You're going to be on top of that. And this is post that. So Time to grow, time to evolve. It's time to spend some time on your home, on your spirituality, and any new projects that you may be getting as well. Your keywords are growth, nurturing, home, love, fertility, comfort, generosity. So this is meant for somebody, and this is a wonderful thing, and nobody gets a bad card. Even if each card is separate, it's not really telling the story, because there's so many people it's all applying to. So this isn't a bad reading really at all. Some of it may resonate with, completely with some people. And some may say, well, the world card really, and someone else is going to say that moon, the other one's going to say, oh, the swords kind of a thing. But she brings nothing but good. She brings abundance into your life. This could be in a new job, a new way of bringing money balance up and your money flow into your bank account. This could be moving on up, just like the Jeffersons used to say, moving on up. This is going forward and going up, this card, all the way through. There are no challenges at home for you. This is all goodness. All of it is goodness. It's beautiful stuff. There's a real reprieve in here for you. It's a break where you get to let the peace float into your mind and into your spirit and into your soul. You get a bit of a reprieve. You get a bit of a break. Generosity and comfort, fertility and love. Home, nurturing, growth. This is a card of bringing advancement into your personal life. All going forward and growing up is what's going on here. She's a very supportive energy. Things are going to get better for you at home. Not to worry, your last card. And to seal that deal, I would believe the two of these go back to back together. Two of Cups and partnership. The overall meaning for this card is a partnership to last a lifetime, which usually indicates a romantic partnership. This is all about meeting somebody that's like-minded. This could be in or out of work for somebody. Excuse me. This is an instant bond with somebody that you have. They are like-minded. Maybe they're your twin flame in the best of ways. But this is somebody that gets you. They get you. And you get them. You don't have to talk to your blue in the face to get your points across. The other one already knows where the other one's coming from. This is going to be a long-term relationship. Probably marriage, more than likely. And this could be business partnership. This could be investments into something that you've devoted yourself to and dedicated yourself to. This card brings rewarding experiences into your life. You're going to be broadening each other's horizons as well. You're going to be an inspiration to each other. You're going to nurture each other. You're going to feed each other. The advice of the card is for you to, you want to find that partner. That's what you have to do. You have to look for people that share your visions, that are very highly compatible to you. And it'll take just one sentence, one word, one thought to start the ball rolling. Somebody will say something, and maybe you'll both speak out at the same time and have the same answer or response, and boom, it's done. There you are for the rest of your life. This brings great security to most people, because people like knowing what tomorrow's bringing. It makes you feel more in control of your life. You always put your intentions forward. of whatever you're expecting, and you hope, you go by wing and a prayer that that's going to unfold the way you expect it to. And now you've got somebody to do that with. You're going to open up a brand new world for each other. Things that you can't even complicate or contemplate right in this moment, you have no idea. And you're going to say, somebody told me this 6 months ago that I'd be here doing that, whatever that year may be. You'd say, I would have told them they were out of their flippin' ever-loving minds. But here I am. That's a beautiful thing about the world, being part of this world, life itself. We never know what is coming at us. It's not always bad, is it? No. There's some beautiful things can happen to us. As I speak, there's stuff going on around us behind the scenes that affect us. You know, something will come to me. Somebody's had something in the works maybe the last few days, and they've planning it for a few days. They come, they do. You know, I had no idea, and there you were 2 or 3 days ago doing stuff for me I didn't even know. You know what I mean? This sort of thing. Look for other people that you have a lot of compatibility with. You're going to be so close, you're going to be joined at the hip with this person. It's going to be a relationship where you have your finger on the pulse of the other person all the time. That's a metaphor. You know them so well, and they know you so well. And there is, beyond the shadow of a doubt, 150% trust. They would never hurt you. You would never hurt. This is like the perfect, if there was ever a perfect relationship, here it is. Communication will be high. Sorry. Very, very busy. Spirituality running very strong. Partnership. This is a fantastic card to end your reading with. I can't believe how long this reading was. They're all very long this month. I hope you liked that reading. I hope you got something out of it, Scorpio. Gave you some guidance, direction, and most of all, gave you some hope and belief that everything's going to work out okay. If you want a private reading with me, look right down below, right there. Down this, under the, see, I got to get off of here. Underneath this video window, in the show more section, please read through. Grab the email you see from me there, ship it off, we'll take it from there. And also, we can be found on Facebook under groups, and it is Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's a closed and private group that you're all warmly welcome to join. If you're a drama queen, male or female, it's not the place for you. I don't know. I just got to compelled to say that. I've never said that before. But if you're a drama queen and argumentative, it is not the room for you, because we're not about that at all. It's very zen-like in there. It's peaceful. It's a refuge. It's a great place to be if you're online and you need to just kind of chill out, sort of thing. So anyways, if anybody else is looking for me, you usually find me here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, or I'm walking down below at the Cove, walking on the beach along the water's edge, bringing the highest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful, the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. No matter where you find me, I've always got one eye waiting on her. She's an inspiration every day for me, and she brings a very strong life force and an energy in every time. So anyways, interesting month ahead for you guys. Kind of up and down, back and forth. I don't know whether the reading will relate to somebody altogether, because I had one of those earlier. That whole reading resonated with me from start to finish. So you never know. But the readings are kind of all over, and they're quite heavy, and they're very serious for the month of March. I don't know why. The astrologers would all know. Maybe it have to do with where all the planets are. I know there's a planetary alignment for tomorrow morning. It's the moon. Is it the moon and Mars and Saturn, Jupiter, something like that. Anyway, they're all lining up just before dawn. I won't get to see it. We're going to be in the middle of a snowstorm. It hasn't started yet, but it will. Thank you very much for being here. I wish you all the best of the best through the month of March. Please keep the peace in so you can share the love and the light out with the rest of the world. Pay it forward today for somebody. Pay someone a compliment. Something that's small can really change somebody's day. I'm going to try to get back to do the mid-monthlies. They are the ones I really enjoy because it's more, there's more pressure. Instead of having a whole month for everything to unfold, you get like 2 weeks. That's it. So you got to nail them out there. Anyways, I wish you the best of the best. And that's all for now, folks. Good night.